Evening, Taylor. Afternoon. I'm not really sure what 5 is. It's Monday. It has been a day. Ba-doom-tsh. Uh, Actually, it's been a weekend. This weekend was hectic. Saturday, it's work. It's a hospital, so I'm expecting things to be hectic. Also, my new fear is of an ambulance sound, because that means more people. Which both sounds horrible and sounds pretty reasonable to not like the sound of an ambulance. Though I ate it because there were 6 of them at the hospital yesterday morning, and that called for a disaster. It was pretty bad. And it was really annoying. I didn't get to eat till like 4 in the afternoon, other than some graham crackers snacking, which hardly counts as eating when I'm literally just... I ate 1 graham cracker between 7 and 4. It's actually really bad. But on the bright side, the hospital is quote-unquote teaching me how to be sustainable for long amounts of time on low amounts of energy or food. You know what I mean. It's also teaching me the importance of every second is precious. Not just life-wise, but just in getting things done-wise, especially personal time, because I don't really get a whole lot of downtime at the hospital, especially when those things happen. So your word last week, well, the thing you asked me about this week was how would you explain that word without using the word? I mean, there are just some words that are, the definition is the word, in English at least. Like, trying to explain it in English, you have to use the word, and it's really confusing sometimes. So your question basically last week was it's really hard. I actually like this better because I'm not trying to go around, just around the word and avoid talking about it. I'm having to talk about it and not use the word, so I like this a little better. I'm trying to think of how do you say it though. And I didn't want to edit this, but I think I'm gonna have to. Probably not. I'll probably just put it up with the silences. But what happened back in 2001, and what I still can see in my mind's eye, I guess is a good way of putting it. I don't know if putting a prefix in front of the word counts, considering, like, there are words in there where putting re and the word make it a new word. So anyways, that's a question for you. Does it count if you use prefixes? Because I know earlier the year and a half, we've been doing this for a long time. Earlier in the year and a half, we had said any variation of the word, such as give and giving, but we never said prefixes. Anyways, so what I can still see, well, I can't see it anymore. I do. Man, that's hard not to say. But I do have memory. Dang it! There's 10 cents. But I can't think of another word to use for it. I still do see that day pretty clearly, though. At 7:20? No, it was like 7:40 our time. Mom was driving Des and I to school, and Mom had heard it on the radio, I think, is where she heard it from. And then we, in class, watched it at 8:10, I believe. it was on Channel 1. I remember that, and we got to see. Dang it! It was on Channel 1. That's 20 cents, I guess. That's the word I didn't want to say. It was on Channel 1, and we got to see. I don't remember if it was a playback or if it was the live showing, but we saw the second plane hit. And it was terrifying. And then a week later, every school in town got called and had a bomb threat. So yeah, it was terrifying. And I still can see that clearly every September 11th. It's not a day to forget. Which I think you know all this. I think I have told you my personal experiences with the day before. It is sad though that there are people who have been born, who are in school now, who never saw it. To me, it's a little weird to think about that there are people out there who have never seen it and weren't there, or just don't. I mean, they saw it, but they weren't old enough. So yeah, your word of the week. Your word of the week is going to be sit. I don't know why. It just comes to me. So yeah, talk about something. Hasta Viennas.